Good morning, class. Okay, may I request everyone to stand up and Miss Leah kindly lead the prayer. Thank you. Okay, good morning. How's everyone? Wow, that's great that you are all great since it's Monday. Our secretary, kindly check our attendance and state who are the absent for today. Wow, that's great that you are all present today since it's Monday. Now, before we begin our new lesson, let's have a short activity. Okay, class, since I've prepared a short activity, but first, let me ask you a questions. By who among here are fans of Taylor Swift? Okay, I know most of you are fans of Taylor Swift, but who is this Filipino version of Taylor Swift that is trends today? And also, she is having her own concert. That's right, she is Taylor Shish, and for our short activity, you will going to sing the one of the phenomenal song of Taylor Swift called Love Story. Wow, that's great that you are all loved or enjoyed the one of the phenomenal songs of Taylor Swift, the Love Story. But first, let me ask you a questions. Who are the characters in the story? Okay, now what characters did the story portray? Okay, and where did the setting takes its place? Wow, yes, you are right. The setting takes its place like it is in a palace, right? And you know what, class? What we just did, we just is a form of critiquing it, and it is also one of the literary approaches. And first, let us define what is literary approaches. So, literary approaches, these are methods, techniques, and choices that a writer uses to create a literary piece. So, we have the 7 different types of literary approaches. We have the formalist, structuralist, Marxist, moralist, feminist, historical, and reader response. But for now, we're just going to focus here in formalist literary approaches. So let us define what is formalism. Formalism, known as a Russian criticism, Russian formalism, new criticism which was established in the year of 1910s. Formalist criticism emphasized the form of a literary work to determine its meaning, how focusing on literary elements and how they work to create a meaning. Now, here are the steps on how to critique in formalist literary approach. We have step number 1, we should read the story. Step number 2, analyze the elements of the story. Step number 3, point the strength of the story. Step number 4, list down the weaknesses of the story. And for the last step, which is step 5, write your overall insight about the story. Okay, class. Since I've already given you the copy of the story of Guy de Maupassant, and I already told you that you should have a advanced reading. Okay, right, class? Okay, now may I see the copy of the short story that I gave to you, that I printed? Okay, now what we're just going to do is to critique the story. Okay, now to critique the story, I'll ask you, what is the title of the story? Yes, right, the title of the story is The Necklace. Now, who is the author of the story? We have Guy de Maupassant. Now, who are the character and the story, and how will you describe them? Okay, we have Mathilde Loisel, Monsieur, and okay, how was the setting developed? Okay, the setting developed at the Paris. Where? Okay, it was developed in the Minister of Paris. Now, what type of person view takes the story? Okay, it is a third person of view. Okay, now what is the theme about? Okay, the theme about is greed and unsatisfactory of your lifestyle. Now, I'll group you into three. Group 1, Group 2, and Group 3. If you are a book critic, how will you give a review on the story of The Necklace? So the Group 1, we're going to have the positive. The Group 2 is negative, and the last group they will be giving a suggestion. So in positive, you will pointing out the good side of the story, and the negative will be the bad side of the story, and the third group is the suggestions, or what are your suggestions in the story. Okay, I'll be giving you a 5 minutes. Well, class, you did great, and I can say that you really did review the story of The Necklace, since you all gave me some satisfactory answers that I can say that you are very good. Okay, now proceeding, we will be going to have a short activity. So in this short activity, you will rate the following by sticking your stars beside the title of the movie or story based on the story elements. Now what you will going to do is that you will going to place the stars on which or what kind of movie you like. So I place a star under your armchairs. Okay, you may now kindly pick up those stars under your armchairs. Thank you. Now, since you've already done sticking the stars, I can say that you all like the story of Rewind, and also of course The Necklace, but it seems like you're not familiar with Romeo and Juliet, maybe because you don't like the end or the tragedy of the story. Now, class, proceeding, how will you critique a literary piece based on formalist literary approach? Yes, very good. So since it is formalist approach, you will critique a literary piece based on the characters, the settings, the character, the settings, person of view, the theme. Did you understand? Okay. Now, since you've already understand our lesson, I prepared a short quiz. Kindly bring 1/4 sheet of paper, and we have the direction right through if the statement is correct and false if wrong. Okay, I'll be giving you 10 minutes to answer. And later we will going to check your assessments or your quiz. We will going to evaluate your points if you really understand our lesson. And for our assignment, okay, on your notebook, explain your realization about the contentment in life. It should be consist of 2 paragraphs and minimum of 150 words. So we have the rubrics, and you may see it in our TV presentation. And thank you for your attention. I hope you learned. I am Karen Amendoza from BSE 4B. Thank you.